Greetings everyone, please give a moment to make sure everything's set up. It looks like I actually did the wrong one for Rumble. Hope that's booting back up now. There we go. Looks like things are booting back up. Let me give you one turn on live chat windows. And looks like everything is good to go. Yep, I think everything's good to go. So let's get started. Oh, one thing I should do is open up a drink before I start recording. Greetings everyone, and Grade here with another, trying to say Advanced Wars, Age Mythology replay. Small on bottom right side is the blue, who is this, Fuxi? Yep, I always get these Chinese gods mixed up. We have a foreign name. I think it's Chinese? The only thing I can tell apart between Chinese and Japanese and Korean, that is Korean has a lot of tiny circles in their characters. Small on the top left side is the red Freyer. We have Jolly Man. As my voice is starting to crack up. That ain't good. Because of major minor gods, of course, Fuxi focus on human soldiers and heroes. Yin Yang, you get a periodic change between better collection or better weapon damage. Choose, it will automatically pick one. It just periodically changes. Fairlands, your buildings research 30% faster, basically instant, and your additions cost 25% less. Gain access to additional hero and get additional legendary hero, and additional you get additional legend hero, which is Neza to grow stronger features. Blah, I cannot speak. Peach Blossoms is resource deposit that you summon. You can task on any resource, it will grow, but it will stop growing once it starts being collected from. The special weapons give your heroes divine damage, particularly for more named ones, and this will increase your heroes' armor and reduce their train time. So very nice to have. When it comes to major minor gods, Ink Hero, among other things, as the primary aspect. So Chi Yu, you get lightning weapons as a decent god power, so not as good as flaming weapons, but of course aged earlier. Yazi, a teleporting doggo. Better halberdiers, and of course makes you get a bit of pillage from doing damage. Zwan Nu, get vanish, which is okay. It's very hard to get value out of this god power, honestly. Puns decent healer, cheaper trading yards, faster research rate, which is not too important unless you really want to spam out the additions. But trading rate, you already have faster favorite land stuff, so not too important. One human soldier redeployment, based like a shade, but better. And better quality. So, either of these are good options. Do you want better counter halberdiers, I would say? Or basically 20% rebate on your human soldiers. Which that aspect might be the better one. Overall, I'm not a big fan of each of the three Chinese Age 2 gods. When it comes to Freyer, of course, it's focused technology and defense as well, so more technology. But this one's a bit more inverse. They do cost 50% less, but take longer to research, so I like to have this aspect better than the counterpart. And of course, you get a better Gillen Bersetti, better defense. Of course, you get this powerful upgrade here, but is expensive, but gets cheaper per research. Heal 4 and Heal 4 units do increase damage, repair is free, dwarves and gatherers can repair. Primarily, this is very borderline overpowered for Ballista. Because major, or next for the minor gods, Got Freyja and Olar. Olar is usually by default, he's unique to Freyr. Yeah, Asgard Bastion, you get early hill forts. Draug is an okay myth unit, definitely requires his unique upgrade. You want faster longhouse units or more spammable Asgardian Bastions and early battering rams. Forest Fire is a okay god power. Valkyrie is of course a good myth unit, a mounted healer. Cavalry speed and hit points, and of course hero hit points and enable the Goatee early. Both are good options. Got Kafu being obtained, delicious venison being obtained. Kafus do take 43 seconds, while villagers do take 17. Times that by 3, 21. So technically, 3 villagers is slower to build than 1 Kafu. In comparison as well, you can see the Kafu is collecting at a rate of 2.81, which I think is times 3. Actually faster than times 3. So Kafus are good. Of course, they're expensive and do cost favor. You have Chi Yu being selected, which is the one selection I think was lesser, but also is more personal player preference at that point, in my opinion. Olar is, of course, is the favorite for Freyr, and he is being researched. Walls being established. You got the Yazi here. Pioneer. Trying to build a new future. No, wait, he's not that type of pioneer. Nezha being queued on up. Yazi moving around. This is the Ulf Sark. More Herseers being summoned. There's a Draugr. Now he gets his full combat capabilities with the Herseer. I cannot speak. Able properly more defend. I just cannot speak today, can I? My apologies. We got the Yazi upgrade. Increase Yazi hit points. Increase their damage by 25%. They get 2 upgrades as well. The other upgrade is a lifesteal, if I remember correctly. Yazi hit points increased by additional 50% and lifesteal of 50%. And Yazi activate on enemy kill, gain 80% lifesteal. So yeah. So I wonder what's the heavy Yazi play. That was interesting. I don't really see too much of Yazi play. You don't really see too much of Age 2 myth unit play all too much, honestly, for most myth units. Those always feels like Age 2 myth units scale much better since they get all the age up bonuses. More Herseer, got the Draugr here. Draugr does not fire arrows. More peasants and more gatherers. Draugr firing away. Oh, nice teleport there through the sentry tower. That was seamless. We got some very fire archers here. To counter them, he will need to go for Ulf Sarks or Huskarls, which are available at the Asgard Hill Force, so he's able to get some early counter archers. The other option is what's called raiding cavalry, which is available at the Very Fine House or Very Fine Hall. Excuse me. I'm getting hiccups now, as well as not unable to speak. We got some watchtower towers to help keep watch. Does not increase the health. Double Draugr firing away, getting some damage on the Yazis. Very nice. Watchtower is garrisoned with something. Let's switch over to him. Oh wait, no, that's on the, I'm an idiot. That is on the temple for the relic, which is Rhea's crown, reduce the cost of town centers, and get a little bit of favor trickle, which is probably pretty nice for the Norse who have to fight for their EXP. But yeah, my bad. That looked like a flag on top of the on the watchtower. I'm an idiot. I do now have some houses, some short houses next to the long house. They're very special. You have the upgraded Draugrs, the Valgar, increasing all damage by 20%, increase their range by 5, and their charge attack range by 5, and their line of sight by 5. Now they have 19 range, and of course increased damage. And the funny thing as well, I've always mentioned you don't have to go for a range armor versus the Norse, unless they go for Draugrs. So range armor is now somewhat feasible. But it's generally a good idea to not go with those upgrades, go spend on something else. Huskarls being summoned, very nice. I think one reason why you went to Asgard Hill for it was to get the Huskarls. You can see here, these are the counter range unit, having times 2 damage versus range. They have the same move speed as Ulfsarks, which is fast. Yazi's here, getting peppered up by the Draugrs, or not necessarily peppered. Pepper is spicy. The cold shoulder. Very wooden walls being established. Do have now Ager select to give access to rock giants. Nothing for Fuxi just yet. Askarl gets peppered up there. Of course, he is the is a infantry unit there, so he does get bonus damage to from fire archers, unless there's something in the back end I'm not aware of. We do have times 3 benefit, but do have high pierce armor when fighting against these guys. They have, what, 60% pierce armor at the moment? You may want to get out his black copper shields. So you got more pierce armor these guys, very nice, a small amount, but once your armor gets above 50%, that stacking armor increases quite a bit. Triple joggers. Gets a nice peppering onto the fire archers. Ice versus fire archers. That time old trope, which is being replayed in this game. Do now the hero pierce armor research and hack armor. What was it called? No celestial weapons research. Of course, we do have 2 town centers for blue. Red still only has the 1. We do now have Ager being researched, going for a faster, not castle, but heroic age. He's not got the cost reduction as Asgard and Bastion just yet. Going for more copper weapons, going for husbandry to get all of his. Did he not get any livestock? We got some piggies. Did Red already eat all of his livestock? Did he not find any? Both of those just seem inaccurate statements. But all those pigs will now have a husband. You see there, that one researched very quickly. This one's still researching. Would you like to have the 50% cost reduction or near instantaneous research? I'll take the cost reduction any day. 3 Yazis. I wonder, does he have the life seal? He does not have life seal. He does have a relic. Myth units are 50% cheaper. Barring favor. Very nice to have. Allows you to have a bit more fun. Tempest now available. You do have Nuba queued on up. Gives us a Tao Tai. Very hungry myth units. Oh, something being hit. Also got some Huskarls here trying to shank some villagers. See, that is a gate there. Do now the settlement now being obtained. We do now have the Skyline is flying about. We've got a piggy here from wee all the way to his new home, which would be my stomach. Got some workshop additions here. Basic defenses never hurts. At least not you. Hurts your opponent. Now the cheaper Asgard Bastions. We also got Feast of Renown being queued up. Gives some food generation. Basically equal to one villager, which is not bad. Not fantastic. I remember when it was provided one, which was still reasonable. It did stack up pretty quickly with the Asgard Bastion though. Also provides a health regen aura around your town centers and your hill forts, which is actually pretty useful. Another 8 have got now Gong Gong being researched. Give access to the water dragon, the Quilong. There's the Tao Tai there. Heavy infantry, bronze shields. Scarl's gauging that Kafu. Scarl's now falling on back. They of course do move very quickly at 5. And now think about it, this upgrade here will improve their speed, movement speed even greater, which is very nice to have. No wait, no. Only affects the All-Stars, does not affect the Huskarl. I wonder if it should affect the Huskarl. Either way, Hill Fort now being established, which is health regen ore is going to be very useful very much right now. More throwing axemen employed in the field, as well as more Huskarls and a Goatee. Gong Gong is almost research, and that is pillage, right? Spoils of war. Gong Gong will provide the Great Flood, while this drought here can help destroy. Actually makes enemies' buildings far easier to destroy. This is not a anti-farm like Waste. Tempest can now be deployed in the field. There's this ability there. Combined, the Aussies managed to get way forward. Look at all the pillage there. Ooh. Now that was a good amount of damage there. Hill 4 will go down. I wonder if it actually provide anything since it's oh nope, it does have resources. Now that was quite a bit of resources there. Excellent work, and plus with the wasteland here, the drought, it should prevent the production of a new replacement town center. It'll upgrade those villages to All-Sarks. Slices apart that man. They just beat out the fire. But he was like a Charizard, so if you beat out the fire, he dies. Got the rock giant here, trying to rock and roll. Or Ragnarok and roll. I love that pun. I'm not going to stop saying it. Thank you, StarCraft 2. Cody Floating Field. Belongs across a very good, very powerful flying myth unit, but be very careful. It only has pierce damage for its attack. It is horrible versus structures. It will lose against a hill fort. It will lose against a watchtower. Looks like none of those Skylanders may went down to the Draugr shots. They may still be vulnerable to AoE damage. Ballistics now being researched. You now have Scorching Feathers, improving your fire archer's damage, or increase their attack speed and give them armor stripping, which might be pretty good versus those Huskarls. We now have Vidar being queued on up. Give access to Fafnir. Oh, those guys need to stay close to that hill fort. Town center also works as well. Large number of farms established. Oh, birdie down. The crown crane. Well, it no longer has a crown. The king is dead. Long live the king. Tempest still available. Vidar is being researched. Fortified town center for Freyr. Uxie is now researching the last stand. Cavalry gets increased something per hit point missing. Big pile of research here by Red. I'm not sure what sound that was. Was it the Quilong? Good number of units here. We've got a good number of Huskarls here. Ready to start shanking all of those fire archers. Mechanical ox caravans, tiger heavy cavalry, heavy tiger cavalry, blah. We're seeing some health regen here, very good. Vidar has now been researched, going for all the research. Inferno, of course, can be brought on in. Get to bring an exotic doggo to explode. More Quilong queued on up. We also got the rising time, give Quilong some veterancy. Allow them to attack faster as they start gaining experience. Stone walls here. We've got these allegedly stone walls here. But all I can say is I doubt these are actually stone walls. Tiger Cavalry Push 4, Tau Tai there. Tempest now being summoned and the Inferno. Does explode, misses the army a little bit. Power attack getting hit there. Gilliam Bersetti summoned as well. Of course, it's an Age 4 Gilliam Bersetti. And Gilliam Bersetti is classified as a divine hero. One Kulong does get shot down. Nezha getting hit once again. Red Storm breakthrough. Ballista now being summoned. More towers help keep watch. Golong does bark up a pile of water. Coding needs are focused down the Quinlong. That one does get focused down. This other one here is pretty wounded. Quinlong gets shot down. These fire archers are still just medium rare. Ballista starting to fall back. Was going for a heavy ballista army. Currently affected by the Furies of Fallen. Right now, it looks like Red needs to start pulling out some Erdmen to help deal with these Tiger Cavalries. Tiger Cavalry does both things, which is range and cavalry. Huh, that red shield. I guess that's what the iron shields look like. I could have sworn they looked something different. Maybe I'm just not used to that, seeing that many Huskarls. Frogger firing away. Got a bit of combat healing here. Still lack of Erdmen. Got more Erdmen as well as Huskarls still being pulled in the field. Findings are classified as range, so we will receive bonus damage from Huskarls as well. Wolfsarks are still pretty good damage dealers. They have the same moves being Huskarls. Right now they do have DPS of 16. Huskarls, of course, have a DPS of just 13. Of course, more pierce armor. Huskarls have more melee armor. But mass Huskarls is still not a bad option as generalist unit. Erdman's what Red needs to start deploying field. Repair the Silphort. Remember, his repairs are free since he's playing Freyr. Erdman does also move the same movement speed as well. So a combination of all three of those units at least won't slow any of them down. Of course, Erdman does a lot less damage than the other two, but they do have, of course, good cavalry bonus damage. Go along firing about. I hear some heroes summon. That's Fafnir engaging some Tiger Cavalries. Fafnir's almost down to 300 health. Kulong does get shot out of the sky. Fafnir probably should find a healing source from one of the hill forts or the town center. Can't be donating its treasure hoard to his opponent.
Tilbúin.
Starts immolating away. Draugr firing away. He has put out another Draugr. Off near so alive. Some of the infrastructure starting to go on down. I do have a good number of mechanical ox caravans, and that path's not great. Probably should just start collecting up those trees. I'll help clean up that pathing. I wonder how's the looks like everything's in favored lands. That's quite favorable for him. Ofnir does get destroyed, and now we do have the Quilong straightforward with rocks floating itself around his head. Let's hack damage back to his melee attackers, so I don't think anything's going to be punching in the face anytime soon, though. I could be mistaken. Wait. Throwing axemen, would that get reflected? They do hack damage. Oh, it says melee attackers. I don't know at that point. Red right now has an army size of 70. Blue has an army size of 74. 45,000 or 4,500 for blue and 3,500 for red. Blue does have a better Valley army and does have 10 more villagers in the field. More fire archers. We've got also some axe carts. Now that ballet does go down. Axe cars hacking apart the watchtowers. Ulfsarks slashing apart the axe cart. More Tiger Cavalry being summoned. Do have some Goaty as well. I'm not sure what's causing the blue. Does barf some more water on those units. Oh, ox carts give pillage. That's interesting. Not a horrible balanced choice, which makes sense since it is basic structure. Tempest, of course, has been summoned once again. Does free Zhang Zaya. Belonging shot down by the Goaty. Now Freya is running out of gold. Well, Fuxi actually pretty low on food. Boots will make his way over here. We do have, of course, Axe card. Goldie now straight forward trying to set the Kolong. That's a good number of these champion fire archers in the region. Does destroy another one of those carts, explode into yellow discs, which from this height looks like sliced bananas. Both Sarks push way forward. More Axe carts, more Tiger Cavalry. I really do think Freyr needs to go for more Erdmen. We got some portable battery rounds not being pulled in the field. More Old Starks as well. Secret Titans queued on up, as well as a crossbow tower. Jane is slicing apart some of these units. More Titan Cavalry being summoned, more Fire Archers as well. Looks like Red's starting to fall back there, down 26 military units. Now getting a big queue of units going on up, including a good number of Ulf Sarks. Still need some Erdmen, some counter cavalry units. Oh, sorry, or Huskars there do clean up. Got now good number of Kafus trying to build another ballet. Oh, ox carts moving around. Right now providing 87 gold, while these mechanical ox carts are also providing me 4 gold, so that's pretty even. Now I do have the Secret Titans. A Titan Gate has now been deployed in the field by blue. We're exactly right here. Units gains good damage on Axe carts trying to push forward. There is an opening here. They are being intercepted. Red is slowly pushing forward. I still think there's a lack of Erdmen. Got another pair of Fafnirs uploaded in the field. Yep, right now there is no Spearman in this group. Kolong gains a good AoE damage. Fafnir is getting set wet. Now these units take on some more Axe Cars and more units. Ballet does get destroyed. One Fafnir does go down. Oopsie has right now 4,000, nearly 5,000 gold. Trying to stop these axe carts. He is starting to focus them down one at a time. Does manage to save the town center. Over here, got blue pushing forward to engage some of red's forces. Axe cart hacking apart this longhouse. Oh, we got the Titan there. I didn't even hear the Titan get built. Oh, I must have gone crazy. Titan is here. It's the headless thing. The Titan, I forget what it's called. Sorry I missed it being devoid of view. I didn't hear it, the completion sound effect. Right now I'm getting hit by my afternoon crash. Does crush through the walls. Titan's down to 20,000 health, down half its health. More Godi, Berserkers, and Ulfsarks being summoned. First series gains good damage there. The Titan's now down below 10,000 health. Quillong's still firing about, or watering about. Here comes an Inferno. It doesn't hit the Quillong. That looks like a bit more desperate Inferno. It was expensive for very little gain. First series engaging the Titan. Casting units over here. Also got some more Herstiers and Godi on the build queue. More Axe Cars, Fire Archers, and Tiger Cavalry for red. Or blue. Titan slowly going down. Four Bannerings are not going to get much progress done. Temple may go down. Titan's down to the last 1,000 health. Red's own Titan Gate now is summoned. Back here, Herstier is trying to build up. 2 minutes, 30 seconds. And looks like Freyr has quite a bit of favor sword on up. He almost enough for a third Inferno Wolf. Bataram's engaging the ballet now. Titan Gate being built, so we got this Scarab Pendant next to it. Which increased crush time would have been nice for either player. Axe Cart trying to hack apart the town center once again. Fafnirs, that's a good number of Fafnirs. When do they come out? They do have crush damage to them. Another 100 seconds remaining for this Titan Gate. 80 seconds. Units trying to defend over here. Still going for more Ulfsarks, not going for any Erdmen. Axcar still hacking parts some things. Blue has quite a bit of infrastructure on the map, so it'll take a bit of time to clean up everything. Ox carts getting intercepted by the Quilong, taking just a bit of damage there. Ox caravans going down. Looks like the Axe cart's going down to the Fafnirs. Pioneers now engaging the Fafnirs. Let's pick off the wounded Fafnir. Red's falling back. Titan Gate, 8 seconds remaining. Red will be able to get the Titan down the field. It's not too far away from the action. Mirror images being summoned by some of those sages. More Kafus looking for more forward infrastructure. I hear multiple of the Fafnirs going down. Wait, did the mirror image Fafnir donate gold? Titan is advancing. Blue have to kill this Titan the good old-fashioned way. Lots of heroes. Titan now engaging the keep there, slowly knocking it down. Probably does go down there. We've got some more of these pioneers who does not have the celestial weapons research. That's been an oversight. Good number of forces for blue. Red has not queued up too many units, just going for more portable battery ramps. He is at pop cap though. Kafu's slowly going down here. Got a good amount of forward infrastructure by blue. Looks like red needs to get out some portable battery rams this area. We do have the still fort there going for said portable battery rams. More Fafnirs queued him up. He's still almost enough for another Inferno, even with all the Fafnirs he's summoning. Their celestial weapons. Down south, we got the Goaties here, among other things, engaging. Titan is still pretty healthy at 25,000. Fafnirs push forward. Blue has a lot of infrastructure to get through. Red needs more portable battery rams. He is going for them. Does get some good hits there. Red is still holding on here. There should be enough defense here to help him keep hold of this region. Both Sarks now engaging. Moving forward, hill fort here. Does miss some of the village there. Does get a good amount of damage though. Ofnir's straightforward, getting some good work done. Blues has a lot of infrastructure to go through. More of these Titan cavalry advancing. Ofnir sort of slowly going down. Portal battering ram still battering away. Taking out some of this trade would be very good. Ofnirs do fall back. Right now, Freyr's actually pretty low in wood, has plenty of food and gold to work with. You can see he has over 12,000 gold and 5,000 food as well, so he has a very good stockpile of barring wood. Getting some damage there. Red starting to push his way forward here. Yeah, I've been drinking a little too many fluids. I'll keep an eye on right here as I use the restroom. My apologies, I'm back. Looks like the Titan's getting swarmed. Titan does go down. My apologies for missing that. Drank a little bit too many fluids. We have a good number of Tiger Cavalry being summoned. Blue has quite a bit of army of these Champion Tiger Cavalry. Axe cross push forward, got the Tiger Cavalry push way forward. One does do a 360. Little 4 taking some damage there. Do have another Fafnir here. 2 more prolongs on the build queue. Right now he's on the faster gathering rate for villagers. Fafnir's sort of sound effects sort of break apart. And he's, of course, donating gold to his opponent, but luckily his opponent has plenty of gold, so it's not really donating too much at the moment. Fafnir's is getting sent him one at a time, that's not great. Right now, Draugrs might be a little bit better, but right now the Pioneers, of course, are buffed up with hero damage, or divine damage. Axe card, hacking away against Townsend. Townsend does go down. That's also pretty much Fuchs' primary source of wood, isn't it? Destroying structures. Over here, got some forces trying to push forward. Looks like both players have lost a decent number of civilians. Trying to rebuild the towns that are in combat, which is dangerous. Huh. Did they always need a little pile of gold there? Guess that's something new. Both Gillen Bersetti summon and a Tempest. Really trying to keep this town center up and going. Loses that town center. Oh, wait, no, that was not a town center, that was a hill fort. Ooh, my mind's melted right now. Hill fort's firing away. He does not have Crenulations, which probably something he should have researched. Number idle villagers there. Right now, both these players' army size is well over 100 right now. Quite a bit of health research there. Fortified town center is repaired in combat. More axe carts being brought on in. Belong does get shot down. Portal battery ram battering down the axe cart. Here's some walls that's going to be poked down. We've got some good number of defense here, good number of watchtowers. Axe carts push way forward. We do have a single tiger cavalry to intercept. Axe carts for now do have 85% crush armor, so they're not immune to crush damage. Starks engaging all those axe carts. Red's down to 36 civilians. He has plenty of food and gold to work with. Quite a bit of food generation from all these hill forts. And of course, he has a good number of the ox caravans as well. Currently he's at 60 out of 60. So I think one's idle because I only see 59 up here. Mechanical ox caravans must be maxed out as well. Nope, 38 out of 60. He also has a good number of Kafus queued on up. Siege crossbows on the build as well. Both Sarks being summoned. He could also be spamming some more Asgard and Hill forts if you so choose. This hill fort's about to go on down. He does have free repairs, might as well start repairing it up. Sarks and portal battery ram moving on back. More fire archers, more tiger cavalry, more axe carts. Our cavalry does get hacked apart there. Huskarls moving around with some old Sarks. And still a lack of Erdmen, I would say. Quick along here, some Goaties are intercepting it. Got another Nezha here. Taking out a number of those axe carts there. Down south, we got villagers collecting up wood. We got some actual stone walls here, fortified walls more likely, more aptly. More axe carts being intercepted. We do now have a Jarl transition, so we're going to some legendary Jarls. Blue's Q is non-existent. He's actually out of resources. What happened there? He's out of gold, he's out of food. He has 101 civilians in the field. The current rate, red will win out because he has resources. Tiger Cavalry do counter the Jarls to a certain extent. Jarls right now do have 314 health, which is pretty healthy. With Freyr's gift, more human soldier hit points. But that's about it. Just 2 sets of 30% increased hit points. The Tiger Cavalry, of course, they have 239 and plus additional 80 health when they get dismounted. 65, not a whole lot there. But overall, they only have the increased armor as they start losing health. Check out some of those siege crossbows. Got another Tempest summon. Right now, Freyr, of course, also has additional favor per town center as well. Right now, Fuxi's currently generating a rate of 43 per minute. Freya's currently getting more than +2 per minute. It's going up 2 every second, not 2 per minute. Freyr has consumed his gold reserve. Fuxi go for more Kafus. Now the Quinlong getting shot down by these Godi. More Ulfsarks, more Jarls advancing. More Jarls, more Ulfsarks. We do have, of course, some fire archers from point of view, with more axe carts and siege crossbows. Every time he destroys structure, he does get more resources, up to 2,000 gold once again. Quite frankly, I think another Great Flood would have been very good. Oh, that caravan path's interesting. Looks like he's no longer trading right there. Going for a shorter path, but a safer path. Probably a good idea. It's better to keep those alive than lose them. And Nezhal now queued on up. Game now reached the 1 hour mark. Crenellations has been researched. Crenellations has not been researched here. 19 times 3. Right now 18 times 3. Hill Fort does go down. Ballista firing away. Jarls engaging. Tiger Cavalry, of course, has more bonus damage versus the Jarls. They both have some armor as well, but fight between the two seems pretty even. 19 DPS versus 20. Yeah, between the two, that's so pretty even. But I'm pretty sure the Tiger Cavalry are pretty expensive, aren't they? They are 165 versus the Jarls just 130. So the Jarls are definitely going to be more cost effective in this situation. Another Fafnir now deployed in the field. Blues pushing forward to some more stone walls. Siege crossbows taking an interesting path. Fafnir immolating the axe cart. Siege crossbows getting knocked out. Siege crossbows to take out one of the ballets. Got a mirror image of the Fafnir. I wonder if he'll donate gold to his opponent. It did not. I did see the plus gold there, so I'm not sure. Big bit of a health regen being collected from this hill fort there. Force down the axe cart. Ballista now being summoned. Multiple Fafnirs being mirror images now. We got some of these watchtowers, but they're not guard towers. So right now they're doing 14.4 versus 18.4. More pioneers now being summoned. One reason why Fafnir is not going for Draugrs is probably because he's sort of lacking wood at the moment. The old sorts do have bonus damage versus heroes. So they have their anti-heroes at the moment, which should be pretty nice versus the various heroes of Fuxi. Pioneers heading back up north. Jarl advancing. Pioneers can be hit by these Jarls. Jarls do not have any bonus damage, but they get, of course, they are anti-heroes as well. Was it all of his units that get the anti-hero effect? Yep, Trial of the Gods, all human soldiers are anti-heroes. Still just watchtowers, no guard tower research. You can still get, he also probably should get crenellations as well. Watchfires and pigeons are not super needed. And it looks like Blue does resign there. I could have sworn this game would go on for long because Blue had a lot of infrastructure to burn through. This Angrade saying, thank you for watching, and on to next replay. Yeah, I need to wake up. Let me drink this energy drink next to me. If not, at least just open it up. Let's say that's another Fuxi game, so let's just go with this one. Oops, sorry, hit my microphone. Greetings everyone, and Grade here with another Age Mythology replay. Spawn top left side or bottom left side as the blue patron goddess. We got Keto. Spawn top right side as the red, how do you pronounce it again? Tetzalcoatl. Or how do Ajax call him? Tetzalcoatl. Emphasize the word cat. Either way, when it comes to his major minor gods, the patron goddess, of course, is focused on technology. Towns and citadels support additional 5 population. Very nice to have. Monuments, of course, provide divine shield. Empowered monuments also heals. And of course, technologies cost 10% less, which is not too bad. And all of us cost 5% less gold and build 40% faster. Prosperity makes your units, villagers gather up gold quicker, which is very nice for a lot of gold-based stuff the Egyptians have to afford, like town centers. Flood of the Nile, if you're in denial, will provide you 1 food trickle as well. When it comes to the minor gods, of course, got Anubis or Bast. I'm not a big fan of Anubis. Plague Acidic Prince is okay. Anubite's probably the best thing about Anubis. Extra Fairy Regeneration is nice, and poison damage is horrible and not really worth it at all. Boss is probably the better option. It Eclipse was a decent god power to improve your favorite generation and, of course, improve the capability of myth units. Sphinx is decent early myth unit, which has 2 upgrades going along with it. Villagers get better wood collection, chop trees faster, and, of course, better food collection rate. A little bit less effective for farms. I think Boss was better. For Tetzalcoatl, he is a focused defense and myth units. Every 2 myth units spawns a obelisk shard. If the shard survives long enough, it summons a free myth unit of its current age. I wonder if we could see it. It says every 2 myth units lost. I don't know if that's in front line or what. 10 spotlight towers and traps build faster and inflict more damage. So if you'd like to trap your opponent, that would be very nice. Settlers provide more favor, but also is better later on. I don't think age 1 would be too important. And you get Jaguar riders available in age 3 rather than age 4. Obsidian Mirror allows you to copy, in this case, Prosperity, which would be very nice, honestly. I wonder if there's some neutral stuff. Let's take a look at the neutral stuff on the map. And Tepeol's Reach improves your Jaguar Warriors and Jaguar Riders damage, and of course increase the jump maximum range, which is very nice to have. For the minor gods, got Kolta or Malalansa. I can't pronounce any of these names. Lullaby, basic sleep spell. Chang'an, good defensive unit. Better Coyote Warriors. Traps, and of course better villager, just more speed for human soldiers, villagers, and speed, just non-myth units. Infestation give you some free scorpion, which is okay, nothing too fantastic. Twin Head serve that poison and scorches enemies. I can't remember how effective that is. Let's see, makes your spirit gets more poison damage, which I don't think poison damage are useful whatsoever. And of course, improves your slowing their attack speed. It gives you debuff poison, which is probably much better than the actual poison damage. Neither of them does for Jaguar Warriors, but the Coyote Warriors at least The Coyote Runner upgrade. At least will complement that same structure. The Noble Hut unit. It's going to fast forward. Mother Nature's not does not have a god. And beforehand, Mother Nature always had a Gaia, at least in Gold Edition, but that's no longer the case. Which would give you the Forest God power, if that would be the case, which is not horrible. Compare the Prosperity. It's a Age 1 God power. Pick your poison. Walls and towers get more hit points. You got Ullr's bow, increasing the maximum range of ranged soldiers, which is very nice to have. Wuhao's bow of Hung Di. Ranged soldiers also provide as snaring, so very good complementary relics there. Great Tampanzali. Towers are cheaper to build by 50%, which is always nice to have. Towers are pretty effective in large numbers. And Archimedes! Siege weapons get -1 population, which is very nice for Atlanteans for the Cherry Ballista. And there should at least be one last relic on the map unless somebody's picked it up. Oh, we got some turkeys being summoned. Prosperity obtained by red. Oh, also affects trade caravans. That's good to remember. Both players aging up. We got Anubis versus Wei Kolta. Looks like I got some more turkeys being deployed in the field. This just looks like the wood drop off one. That's the turkey one. You can see the turkey there. And it's the gold drop off one. Blue is migrating to the map. Got an obelisk here to help keep an eye of the area. Got some warrior priests being summoned. Oh. A new bite does jump forward. Do have some of these serpents. Serpents are not myth units, but they're not exactly powerful units to begin with. Laser Crocs are better. Change my mind. Going for another obelisk to torment his opponent. More warrior priests, so the patron goddess should probably avoid deploying Mount Myth units in the near future. And these units are just classified as hero, not as infantry. If there's ever going to be a nerf to the mass warrior priest play, and that would probably be making them classify as heroic infantry. Because right now, the Egyptians don't really have a proper counter to these units. They get age 2 counter units. So it's probably better go for a fast heroic age against the Aztecs. These guys do have 6.6 damage, so not super high, but they are just fast. 5.5 is quite fast. We have some watchtowers help keep watch. Spearman's here. Spearman's is the closest thing to his generalist unit. The whatchamacallit? The Egyptians get. They have 6 damage, 1 moon speed, less health, but 75 resource costs. We got some more Jaguar Warriors. I think Jaguar Warriors just a match of all the other name conventions there. Nubite does get punched. Spearman's advance. Oh, apparently they can traverse around. Or maybe not. It could be just weird, funny things with the gate. These guys are only 25 gold, so they're pretty cheap in gold. Warrior priests are heavier in gold. More spearmans being deployed in the field. But these warrior priests are faster than spearmans. Number of relics. Looks like all the relics in the map may have been obtained. I'm curious. Looks like only one here, which is the house hit points, which is actually pretty nice to have. And another 5 here. Oh, we got the lullaby here. Which he is doing a good job of focusing down individual units here. We got the pharaoh in this region. Got a number of these ocelot warriors here. They do have 23 damage, but with a relatively slow attack speed. They are a 3 population unit. They do have the ambush capability. Warrior priests decides to punch their way through rather than going around. We did see some of those units do go around, so the wall was inadequate. But if you assume it's there, it also is good sportsmanship if you just assume the wall is there. We got some priests here. And there's a good number of warrior priests and all jaguar warriors of Tenochtitlan. And good number of these villagers might be going down. Okay, what happened up here? 200. You know, something bugged out up there. It's probably from one of those relics. I think the population reduction relic. Anything that's ever population reduction, it breaks the thing. We do have some Axamans here, which would be good against the Ocelot warriors. Do have an age up here. It is the Itza Papa Loti. Gives obsidian butterflies. Prosperity summoned by blue. When it comes to this one here, provides a purge, obsidian butterfly, wings of that. Improve your coyote warriors, ocelot warriors, and eagle warrior damage by 50%. Flowery wars, improve favor, plus 20% favor, bounty earned with award. And of course some ship stuff. So this does improve the ocelot warriors. Axemen being researched now. The patron god can go for Hathor or Sobek. Give access to Locust Sworn. Pesachos can be upgraded. Pet Sobex. Dark Waters would be nice against the Jaguar Riders that his point might be going for. Or Frank, the gold upon death could be nice for those spearmen to get them recovered. Improve your heroes. Heal faster. I think Sobek would be better. Primarily meant for Dark Waters, just in case you want to go for, get counter cavalry going. None of these help fight against the Ocelot warriors, which you just need to go for unupgraded axemen. There's no way to upgrade them last age with the patron goddess. Got slingers being built. I don't think those are going to be useful. Will we see any redeployment of the turkeys? This one did lose its turkey capability. I think that one just lost its turkey capability. Yep, we got the turkeys there. You can see they're gobbling up all the hay. Wait. What grain would these would Aztecs feed their livestock? Corn is probably accurate, or maize, but I honestly don't think they had hay or alfalfa. That's something to Google up. What livestock feed did the Aztecs have, or even just Incan? Let's go broad back then. A very good number of warrior priests here. We now have the upgrade there. We do have the obsidian kidnapping. These units are, of course, up to heavy. Prosperity being summoned. Sobek is queued up. Copper shields and weapons. We got some eagle warriors being queued on up. Eagle warriors, of course, get bonus damage versus range units. Slingers will, of course, be the counter to them. But overall, eagle warriors is generalist, heavier range unit like Toxidase. We got a smasher, ready to smash. As that obelisk, will torment him no longer. We now have the medium axeman, medium slinger, and medium spearman. Good number of units are here. Rock, and of course the Pesuchos. Pesuchos is probably not going to be very useful against with the warrior priests around. Here are some eagle warriors, 14 damage, relatively slow attack speed honestly, but they do have 19 range. They are basically chariot archers, but instead of doing bonus hit versus melee infantry, they do bonus hit versus ranged soldier. They are pretty much equal between those two. Looks like that rock got ripped apart. The warrior priests do have an anti-air attack. Locust summoned. It's not exactly super high damage versus military units. It's more of an anti-villager and anti-farm. Chariot push forward. Smashers here are, of course, the melee siege weapon, more close to Atlantean destroyers. Of course, they are very tall men. Slingers and priests throwing of axing away. Does jump forward the axeman through the town center, which is very nice. Able to connect his opponent a little bit easier. Will get, of course, get some good healing between combat. Aztecs have pretty much no source of health regen. Oh, there's a mercenary. More eagle warriors of Tenochtitlan. Ballistics being researched, lumber outpost, which is not an outpost, though it does have a tower there. Multiple noble huts being salvaged. Oh, there's a lot of obelisks there to torment his opponent. But we see the food. Kapuli. Big old stronghold going up. We got the wooden walls going to be smashed. Trade archers push way forward, but remember, they are equal to the equal warriors and thus meet on a war's foot off between the two. Obsidian butterfly push way forward, villagers trying back on off. Big hold stronghold getting smashed. Heavy jaguar warrior now being built. Which there is no... Okay, the Great Soldier Temple does affect the cavalry. Some reason I was keep getting confused, like, wait, there's no cavalry upgrades, right? It's a shared upgrade between all of those. I'm sorry, my mind was being stupid. Jaguar warriors cost 60-90. Do 125 damage, bonus versus range because it's a cavalry unit. Pesitros still here. We've got more Pesitros being queued on up. No, but Crocodilopolis is not queued on up. It looks like the patron goddess is low on food. She has queued up both, which give access to Phoenix. Over here we do have Zolo. I don't know how to pronounce any of the Aztecs' names. Which is this one here, which will provide the Corrupted Ground, Soul Guide, Torch of Misfortune, Evening Star, Twisted Limbs, and the Stone Skin. So this does improve the Ocelot Warriors' hit points and damage. So the more Ocelot focus, probably a good idea. This one does have access to Dark Waters, which would be nice for a counter cavalry unit. Those opponents mostly going for Eagle Warriors and Jaguar Warriors, or Ocelot Warriors. Not up to Noxilon. Oh, we do now have another Locust there. I wonder if you cancel the crocodiles for that. At least against Eagle Warriors, the Counter do get bonus damage plus 25%. We do now have the heavy chariot archers, dark waters, and more chariot archers. Just right now they're just medium chariot archers. Oh nope, the heavy chariot archer does get queued on up. 2 obsidian butterflies are here now. Finally taking down the Great Temple. And this is a statue of Zeus, right? Or is that Uranus? That's Zeus. I wonder if you can get Bolt. Prosperity has not been deployed on field by Red, nor some of his other god powers. Camera is trying to engage. Oh, there's a Corrupted Grounds. Of course, we'll provide this debuff. If these units die while that debuff's active, they will create some more of these demons. The Mil, I don't know how to pronounce that. What are you gonna try? Good on these guys milling about. They don't have a progress bar, but they do have a rapid grading health, like if they were a militia unit. Osiris now being up, which could give him the patron goddess access to the son of Osiris. Which may... Oh wait, looks like Thoth also got cancelled, now think about it. With the number of eagle warriors, camel riders will probably be the best choice. Multiple soul guides being summoned. There's Age Up. Son of Osiris has been summoned. That is a gate there he's got on the other side of. Obsidian butterflies going down to the Son of Osiris. Mummy here. Mummies would be very good against these forces, I would say. Palancer has been destroyed, as well as the Obelisk. Slingers do get a nice little flank there. They're just medium slingers. Where did the Son of Osiris go? I doubt he died. Where did the Son of Osiris went? Did Son of Osiris already go down? Those are the city mirrors. The Son of Osiris already went down. Oof. That's a bad luck. Because it's all the Son of Osiris around here. I could have sworn there's a gate there. Maybe just got completely swarmed. That was too early of a pop of Son of Osiris. Should have brought back the Pharaoh more. Walls trying being established here. Jaguar riders before. No crenellations for the Migul stronghold. And since that one got broke, this one caught fires. I actually don't know why that's exploding. Here comes Jaguar camel riders. They have 12 damage times 2 versus the 30 damage but slow attack speed. Champion camel riders now deployed in the field. Of course, those camel riders do have a little bit of health gen going. Oh, we've got some pet Sobix now deployed in the field. Thanks, Grant. There's the Pharaoh. User cough too. Sounds like a very German Pharaoh. Good number of mummies here. There's the mummies' viziers, I believe. Increase the hit points of mummies, and of course increase their damage and minion lifespan. I wonder what type of obsidian unit. Wait, do those soul guides provide of your current age? Oh, it does provide. So those spawns from the soul guides can create aid for myth units. Regardless of what pops out, that's a big benefit. Wait, does that also work if they just expire? Is that also what happened around here? Let's see. Attack scores for corruption over time. The unit dies. Let's keep an eye on these units. Okay, if they expire, it doesn't look like they provide a obsidian mirror. That is very good to know. I got the looks like one of those camel riders do shatter in the glass. Like it was a ruby skit. Do you have the big jumps? Camel caravans being summoned, they do have additional health and health regen thanks to dark waters. Chariot archers is also being summoned. No crenellations. I don't think the Aztecs can even research crenellations. I don't know if they're supposed to counter cavalry. They can't spawn cavalry of their own. Pet Sobex is zapping away with a nice even 26 range. Where's the initial town center? No, we can't reach crenellations. Oh, with the amount of camel caravans, probably a good idea to start researching crenellations. Looks like Mummy's being healed on the front line. Trying to save this one. Gotta save this mummy. Multiple mummies have gone down. Prosperity now summoned by red this time. Or was it? No, that was a conversion to prosperity, right? He has no favor for it. This is a large number of eagle warriors, so the camel caravans are also a good call, but slingers also be quite a good supplementary unit. Here comes the locust. Does pop on the far side, very nice. Minions being summoned. This poison damage actually is quite nice with the minions. Up down south. We got the siege unit, the ranged siege unit for the Aztecs, which is actually classified as a myth unit. Pharaoh here, trying to defeat the Soul Guide. Pharaoh has gone down. Trust these units back here causing some issues. Siege Tower is being summoned by blue. minions just spawning everywhere. According to this right now, blue has a higher army value than red when it comes to units in the field. Eagle warriors trying to engage that catapult. But these mummies are just causing so many issues. Did you just overkill that one for special attacks? Yep, looks like you did. And its formation would have been good. But a good number of minions are rising. More Eagle Warriors and an Ocelot Warrior. He does spot these markets. This here will probably be a better trade path for the distance. Right now, these guys are probably not providing too much. Just going to go to right there. Nope, they're going to the farther one over here. Oh, siege workshop just popped up a bunch of siege towers. Because remember, like in Ancient Empires, you can also do this as well. Trade caravans currently 37 gold per trade, which is not great. 12 range, so it's doing a good job of keeping out of range. But he's going to back up into a corner soon. Good number of those units are now poisoned. Yeah, those mummies are just doing great work versus the infantry. Yeah, the retold edition of mummies are far better than gold edition. Gold edition, which is an instant kill versus one target. This is an AoE poison effect that actually does a good amount of damage. Which also can turn them all to minions. Pet Sobek does go down. Or we also now have the advanced fortifications queued on up. Well, not sure how many guys got hit there. Those just this one. Getting a decent amount of poison damage. They do now have more camel riders. Oh, we got another prosperity by blue. More Ocelot warriors being summoned. And we've got the Obsidian Shard there for another his own prosperity. But he doesn't have the trade caravans poured out his own. Blue does. Camel Riders against good damage there. Eagle Warriors getting ripped apart by the Camel Riders and by the mummies. Ooh, that's a lot of demons. These demons, I haven't really slowed down to look at them. They only do 9 damage without creating health. They're probably very similar to the minions. Minions do 12 and have higher attack speed, so minions are better. Oh, we got some obsidian shards here. We do have an owl thing that just got summoned somewhere, or trying to be summoned. Yep, looks like it's actually right here, cycling through everything, but just can't because maxed out population. This does get lifesteal. The Aztec demons. Camera is trying to go for a bit of a raid. Right now, the patron goddess has plenty of food and wood out of gold. Because she has 60 camel caravans. Last of gold on the map. Very little gold left in the map. And this trade path is not great. Oh, this one is not great either. Probably going for this one, who actually managed to reach all the way to the edge of the map. To this one here probably would be better. We do have the Pharaoh Power in this one that is quite important. That'll help with the gold drop off. And with the patron goddess, she does gone for Osiris, can get a second pharaoh, the new kingdom pharaoh. And the son of Osiris can also be additional source empowerment if needed. The Soul Guide does have a 100 damage shock attack, but only has a melee attack, so the constant range attacks of the Mummy Vizier is probably better in the long run. Multiple obsidian shards are here. You have another prosperity. Right now, Red has plenty of favor stored on up. The patron goddess could go for another prosperity. That might be what she needs to do. Looks like Red has queued up villagers into the temples, which is probably a good idea. Should have already happened a long time ago. One thing Red could do is set up a Kapuli and then put farms around it, attach it to, set it to gold, and does get some good gold generation that way. Looks like rocks being thrown. These guys do not do any splash damage. They're purely meant to be a ranged siege weapon, like catapults. Good number of these Mummy Viziers firing away. Obsidian Shard does get does summon this Soul Master, I believe. Seeing some healing here, which is always going to be very nice to have. More Eagle Warriors. And these cameras do have 15 damage against the Eagle Warriors. They'll have trouble, though the Eagle Warriors do have range. When it comes to the Onslaught Warriors, they do have very good hit, but the DPS is 24 versus 15, so superior there. But the cameras have absurd speed right now, 6.9. Nice. Trying to intercept these traders, a very good idea. Right now, red does have good gold stockpile.
Into you.
Another great temple being salvaged. Some of these villagers are getting hit. Mummy Vizier is getting queued on up. We do have Secret of the Titans queued on up for the patron goddess. While red does have a large amount of favor stockpile, 500, so we can go for another Age 4 god power. More mummies being queued on up by the patron goddess, and more camel riders as well. Mummies do cost wood, and she does not actually have too much wood at the moment. Another prosperity deployed by red. Oh, there's the god power. Titan Gate summoned.
Anyway.
Quite a bit of healing over here. Town center under siege. Titan Gate has another 160 seconds remaining. Priest smiting down some of these siege weapons. Locust summoned once again. So that one looks like it was a complete whiff. Priest smiting away these stone skin, whatever they're called. That's a good number of minions. Very nice front line there. And these guys are getting quite encircled, which means quite a bit of splash damage from the Mummy Vizier's abilities. So a good number of minions should be continue spawning. Both sides just getting so many free ads. Wait, do the ads spawn ads? Yes. More mummies. Catapult getting stabbed by settlers. That is a very good number of mummies.
Going.
Got some of these towers here. Oh, down here we do have units per forward. Got some mercenaries trying to intercept. Red has a prosperity god power now available. And raw. 30 seconds. Smashers are about to smash. Lullaby hits good on these camel riders. 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 5, down half health, 2, 1, and Raw has been summoned. And Raw is at full health. Smash does take out the settler there. She just got hit by the fist of Raw. See some red things down here, but I'm not sure from what. That's a lot of mummies' curses. Raw does smash some of those demons. Got a good number of these Eagle Warriors. And got the Owl here, which quote-unquote reduces maximum health. Owl got smashed. Guess these fighting as some Owl Hunters. Or Owl Exterminators from Futurama. The Jaguar Warriors leap to their death, really. That was a nice smash there. Got some medium slingers. Raw should probably start taking down the Great Temple. The mummies can start taking out all the ads by spawning ads. Big gold stronghold here. Blues pushing forward over here. Going for another town center. We have the additional, what, 20 population for the patron goddess. And red does resign there. This is Angrade saying thank you for watching, and on to the next replay. Though, looking at the time, that shall be my last replay for tonight. So everyone, thank you for watching. Have a good evening.